Hello everybody, my name is Julian at Charnwood, South Africa, previously Island Fires. Today I'm going to be introducing you to a new product from Charnwood called the Charnwood Skye. The Charnwood Skye is the latest offering from Charnwood, UK, and it is billed as their most efficient stove yet. And that's pretty impressive, not only because of the fact that, if I just confirm the stats from the brochure, not only because of the fact that whilst burning wood they are achieving 86% efficiency, but particularly outstanding is the fact that they have achieved 82% efficiency whilst burning solid fuel, coal for example, which is particularly impressive. And they've even achieved the latest 2022 regulations which are coming out then, whilst burning solid fuel. So this really is a very, very good clean burning product. So that's that. A little bit about the unit. Some of the differences between this product and other products in the Charnwood range are the way in which it's constructed. There's quite a bit more cast iron on this product as standard. So you get a cast iron top, cast iron door, cast iron front stand, and cast iron internal components. But inside it's the same boilerplate steel structure for the combustion chamber, which gives you the very best airtight seal for being able to really control your fireplace. And also folks, as you notice and as I go through this, this is quite comparable to the Charnwood ARC range. There's the ARC 5 and the ARC 7 now. So this has got similar functions to those two products. So, bit more cast iron. It's considerably more heavy than its equivalent in the other ranges within the Charnwood product portfolio. This one comes in at about 150 kilos, I think, which is quite a lot for a 5 kilowatt nominal stove. 7 kilowatt maximum output, but it's got a nice big combustion chamber. So, you know, I'm not making any recommendations, but I'm pretty sure they probably got a lot higher than that when they ran the tests. But as far as the published statistics are concerned, for overseas market in Europe, they are publishing this as a 5 kilowatt nominal output stove. Some of the extras that you get as standard, that you don't get as standard on other Charnwood products, first of all you get heat shields, which also act as convection panels. Got them on the sides and also on the back. What do they do? Well, for starters, in Europe, if you've got a timber framed building, or if you've got combustible material that's within 50 centimetres of a stove, it's really frowned upon. In fact, I don't think it even will achieve appropriate regulations. These shields allow you to put the stove in closer proximity to combustible materials. So over here in South Africa, if you've got a timber frame building, a beach hut, or that kind of building, you're safer. Also, it's relevant with regards to glass, because glass is treated in the same way as combustible materials, so you should really have 50 centimetres from any glass. Whereas, so this would mean that this couldn't be placed in front of a glass window. Whereas with the heat shields, you can get much closer. The actual distances are published in the specifications for the unit. So that's already a bonus. Having convection panels also helps to generate movement of the air, so it still gives off exactly the same amount of heat. It's just that potentially the air is being forced to move a little bit more, so perhaps you might feel it a bit quicker in the room. For us at our place, the reason we particularly like this unit is because we've got a rear heat shield, but in addition the guys at Charnwood supply you with an additional plate. That's that little one that's just hooked on the back that you can hear me rattling it. And that allows it to go even closer to combustible material at the back. I have got on our wall, or we have got on our wall, my wife, the interior designer, has put on a beautiful print here, and it wasn't cheap. So we don't want to damage the print, and the shields on the back of the stove give us a little bit more comfort in terms of it being okay from the heat of the stove. But we'll monitor it. We're not making any recommendations today. It's just a bonus that comes with the stove. So perhaps in 12 months' time or a couple of years, we'll come back to you on it and let you know how our wallpaper got on. but that's also a bonus. Right, the stove itself. I've run this stove already, okay, that's why it's got ash in it. So a little shake of the grid to shake my ash down. That's the tool that we get with from Charnwood. A little bit of a shake there. You may or may not be able to see that from the camera angle, but that shakes the riddle mechanism, opening a very nice and smooth door mechanism. The same tool doubles up as my ash pan handle. Okay, so there's my ash pan in there. Remove that. Also, with regards to the grid, you know I mentioned before that you can burn anthracite and coal in these. Well, that's achievable by means of this converting grid. And what you do, as with other Charnwood products, is you convert the grid by putting the teeth on their side, allowing loads of air underneath, and then you can burn your solid fuels as well. Today we're going to be burning wood, so make it flat again. Right, that's that done. Going back to the stove itself, as I say, I have run this, so I've got a feel for how it works, and one of the things I do like about it is it's really easy to use door mechanism. As it is, when your fireplace is piping hot, you're already nervous to be juggling, trying to get the wood in and all the rest of it without burning you. This makes life so much easier. This is heat resistant, no gloves needed. I can open that one-handed, so easy. I really do like that door mechanism. That also features on the arc range. Below the door mechanism is another heat resistant component, which is our air control. Can you see that slider there? If I just shut my mouth for a second, you'll hear the different notches. Okay, 3 notches there, designed to make it very easy for you to know how to regulate the stove, and very fluid moving. This is the latest generation of the Quattroflow system that the guys at Charnwood developed, and it's such an easy to move and operate system. So I really like that, and you'll see that when we fire it up. Speaking of which, I think I've done enough talking. Let's do that now. Right, I'm going to film this, but whether or not it makes it to the final cut will depend on how long it takes. And then, no need to leave the door open. I'm going to close the door and just leave the air control out. Pop that one in there for just now. And I'm guessing a little bit of editing will be required at this point in the video, because that's just going to take a little bit of time to establish. So we'll come back to that in a mo. Okay, I've just changed the angle of the camera so that you can get a good shot of the fire in progress, and also so that I can show you as I put some larger pieces of wood on the mechanisms and what have you. So let me just grab this piece that's in here. Okay, so as I said before, we're now getting nice and hot. Here's my handle. I'm not going to bother with the gloves. You do get gloves with the Charnwood stove. I'm just going to pop that one in there, and then close it off. Let me just move that a bit. There we go. But really easy to use. So yeah, if you're particularly sensitive to the heat, you can obviously have your glove on in the one hand and open it with the other. The other thing I didn't mention earlier is the fact that this colour here, this is what we call gunmetal grey. You might be aware that Charnwood fireplaces are available in 8 colours. It's a heat resistant paint that's coated at the factory. We have similar facilities here in South Africa, and totally heat resistant, so it doesn't discolour from the heat. And yeah, that's the gunmetal grey colour. The standard colour is obviously black. Right, so again, we'll let that establish itself, and then we'll come back just now. Okay. Here we are, again, and looking like that fire is well established. Oh, getting some nice heat off that, good. So, let's have a look at the air control mechanism. Simple, At the moment I've got it fully pulled out, which I think the guys refer to as boost, to give it a boost of air. Running it is normally on this notch and then down to that notch, depending on what you prefer. As you can see, our fire is just gently ticking over, it's calming down, and then if I go right in, we're not going to lose our fire entirely, but we are going to be very close to achieving those flame patterns as the combustible gases ignite.